Hello, hello. We're
And
back.
so we bounced on it in a God-fearing way.
I didn't realize I was playing Tomodachi Life today.
Damn.
Damn.
Considering the amount of cursed shit that you can put into that game, that doesn't
Yeah,
surprise
there are
me.
no filters.
Yeah.
Look, I
Yes,
made them
hi
as.
everybody.
Go ahead, please.
But yeah, hi everybody. Hello, welcome on back to And We Went Out Roving. Thanks for being patient for the next episode. We always want to make sure that our players are in best state of health and mental space that we can be. So we want to make sure that everyone was in good spirits before we were able to continue on, because this might be a little bit of a heavier episode in terms of RP, considering what had happened, what would have gone down last time. So be warned, there might be some triggers in terms of uh, difficult relationship context and discussions, simply because of the fallout of decisions that was made by the characters last session. So if difficult conversations and the like are not up for you, then you might want to at least pass on through or like skip ahead on certain parts of this episode. So thank you all very much, and we everybody make sure to love each other. Last time we had left off, our compatriots had just escaped out from a heavy ambush by the Fusil at this point in time, if they as they had gone to a bar, and Brian tracked down one particular individual who looking for information, news, any leads onto where his mentor might be. And in the process of this fight that went down, a terrorist was struck down and killed. And in moments of panic, Allegan rushed the terrace out from the building itself to a slightly safer place in the middle of the open quay, and calling upon the magic of the creature or consciousness within them, attempted to revive her. And in the process of that, the area around them came to a stop, stand still, as Mistra, goddess of magic within Faerun, took the moment and opportunity to attempt to force Allegan's hand to swear servitude to her by attempting to coerce them with the threat that they would prevent them from being able to bring their lover back to life, or in such a way, shape, or form that her form and soul would perhaps be extinguished forever. And Allegan, in that point in time, called upon the god Helm to act as arbitrator within for this particular circumstance, and much to Mistra's chagrin, Helm, or perhaps an avatar of them, appeared in glimmering blue plate and pulled the entire party away. Well, during the meantime, which Ateris was wrestling with her own mortality, attempting coming to grips and finding a moment of restfulness, and thinking that much of it had gone away, when an old familiar face to her came, approached her through the void, and beseeched her to continue on, to take up the blade once more, and for better or for worse, convinced her in some form or fashion, taking her place at the tree of knowledge, tree of whispers, its long tendrils and roots pulling in her former commander, rather than fully letting Ateris go and complete her contract. But now, with Ateris having a brief body now coming to slowly to life once more, the rest of the group making a plea, or answering the questions of Helm, as Mistra had made their argument in terms of preventing this individual from rising, and that if Allegan was the appropriate steward for the consciousness of magic that was being birthed within them. And to the point now where it was eventually laid out that the party, so long as they were able to maintain and act as good and proper stewards with a firm grasp on morals and upholding appropriate duty as caretakers for this burgeoning consciousness, were awarded a temporary hold on Mistra's stay of stewardship over the individual, and were allowed to continue with their process, but knowing now that they would be under the watchful gaze of Helm, with the idea that Elegant is on probation, essentially. That if he were to stray from his path and turn his magics to something that would upset the realms to the point of despair and no longer be a role model for caretaking of this creature, that they would then be struck down and that new magic would fall into Mistra's hands.
Yeah, can we say this was
Depart
definitely more of a prison sentence?
More of a prison sentence, more of a
But
parole sentence.
yeah, it's either we lose everything to Mistra in that moment, including a terrace, because of the actions happening, and then we sort of gave that power over to Help, which is maybe the lesser of the two evils in this instance, but it's still like, ah, shit, now we have a spotlight on us at all times.
Very much so. With it, though, the group was released back to the mortal realm, a little bit further distance away from where they had originally been, time had originally found itself frozen, and they were able to gather their wits together and make their way back towards the towers at twilight, while Raya split off for a brief moment in time while the trail remained somewhat warm, and tracked down his mentor's old friend, creeping in through the various different side windows and sewer grates, and almost triggering a trap in the process before being able to safely lower themselves down and speak to this individual, who very quickly showed to Raya that he was getting out of town and wanting no part with whatever was going to happen, and warning Raya as well that this is a fool's errand and that perhaps it's best to cut losses and go, but also understanding that with Raya that sometimes there are things that you can't leave behind. And pressing into his hand a grapefruit sized sphere that was attached by coil and wire to a singular plunger, and with the look of use it when you have to, and informing Ryan that the location of Norik is within one of the and ink factories that is owned by House Gamarand, that within the Vale. Brian, now returning to the group within the towers at Twilight, the group at this point in time coming together and coming to, after a terrace, and slowly coming to wakefulness, body exhausted from the trials and ordeals of the Raised Dead ritual. Evening has set, the sun long disappeared now beneath the horizons as Raya steps in through the door. Where do we find our compatriots? Or how do we find them, I suppose, is the more appropriate question.
That is a very good question. What are y'all doing?
I think exhausted and slumped over. Now that we finally made it back to the hotel.
I think a terrorist who is usually someone who paces and has to move to process is unusually still and silent, sort of sitting, probably looking out the window.
Constance is also exhausted. It almost seems like she has like, because I remember like mentioning kind of like a cold sweat from like that whole ordeal. Like she just felt very tense. And now she's just sort of like a puddle. She's sitting on the floor with like her half her body leaning onto the couch of like just tired, but also like tummy hurty, don't want to move. And she still looks like she kind of had like a bit of the cold sweat, but she's getting over it.
And what about Tanrel?
That's a good question. Is Tenorel still around?
He
Tanner's still
definitely
around.
is.
Tanner's
Yeah.
still around. In fact, he's actually sticking closer to Constance at this point of time, as Constance was the one currently who healed him.
I grabbed him
And
from the tavern escape, and then healed him before we went into the judge room.
you did, in which, for you, Terrace would notice that Tannerel has a distinctly more fey appearance to him at this point of time.
Cool.
So, seems like someone's taking a shine to you, Connie.
That's nice. I'm tired.
Yeah, that happens. So how are we doing?
Can we all chorus a groan?
Yeah.
So fantastic. Ryan's gonna go ahead and pull up a chair and sit. For some reason, as much as everything got around him, the only thing he's annoyed by right now is that he doesn't like have a glass of water or some coffee.
You want to go searching for
Is
it? Water
is
is good.
Raya the most normal of us right now?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's deeply concerning.
You
This is
It's
great.
like it's fine. You go through one extremely traumatizing group event. You go through them all. I mean, that's how it works, right?
No. No, that's not how that works.
Yeah, that actually, yeah, no. I'm actually, Doc. I'm actually really concerned about you. Really, how are you holding up?
Terribly. I've been seen by cosmic beings that I do my best not to be perceived by. I almost got to my life's work torn from my grasp by the very things I am trying to combat. So, how would you be if that were you?
Apparently, fine enough to accidentally make a pun, but
Raya,
I
have you been in contact with gods like this before? Is this just a normal Tuesday? Because this could, or Thursday, just one of those days.
I don't think I've been in contact with a god,
Okay.
but it's the fact that it did happen, and with everything that happened, this is the only way that it could have happened because we are still alive. We managed to make the most out of it, and we're all together. Um, Limbs intact, thankfully. So I see that as a win. So right now, I'm just trying to see how everyone is doing, and if you would like any sort of drink that I can make for you. Granted, I'm still unsure about if you're going to actually be like let yourself feel this or not right now, Terrace. So I will
I
just get you some alcohol.
I think when you had said that we were all alive, she had kind of looked at you with an odd look on her face. And then when you say the alcohol, she shakes her head. Water. Water is fine.
Right? Just give me one moment. And Rai just goes in, just starts getting water together for everyone.
Thank you, Raya.
Anytime.
I really don't like having more babysitters watching us. It feels kind of concerning, but I think Raya's right.
I mean, there's
At
not
least
much we can do.
No.
Could have left me.
No.
Not an option.
That man picked you up and ran out that window. Window? Yeah. Door? No, it was definitely a window.
Window.
If it was a wall, he would have gone through it.
I'll say that even with everything that's going on, and even as exhausted as Allegan is, he is not let go of a terrace unless she pulls away.
I think she would have settled with him having like hold of her tail. But she is notably keeping a bit of distance from everyone.
Mm. So,
With
and
oh,
Allegan kind of rubs at his eyes. Ugh. We need to talk about what happened.
I think Brian would actually come back and start handing everyone water. It was like he even has like a little dish balance for a Tannerel to just drink. He just sets it besides Connie. He gives Connie a glass, then he gives Allegan, and then he holds out the water for a terrace.
He'll take it.
Cool. He's gonna wait till she starts drinking to say, "So, how was dying for the first time?"
At that,
Right?
Allegan just like, really?
Listen, it's gonna have to come up eventually. I'm just ripping the band-aid off while it's still something.
Fresh and bleeding?
You know what? When you say it like that, it sounds like a terrible idea.
It
Yeah.
was peaceful until once more.
By Helm.
It's like,
No, that came
Ri-
after.
can Ryan roll an
Catalanti.
insight check at that peaceful?
Sure.
I'm like kind of curious. It's like really? What is that? 12 plus 9, so that is 21.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks there is a look on her face that is like, well, yeah, I had found peace. Raya,
Mm.
I should have died multiple times over by now. First in the hells, and then plenty of times after them. Plenty of times while traveling with you. I thought my time had come. I was accepting it.
All right, understandable.
Instead, I am not. I am not upset that you chose to bring me back. And I think at this point she properly looks at Allegan for the first time since any of this. I am upset that not only did you pull on the one god that I desperately wanted nothing, that now he is bound. Hells know how long.
Would you rather it have been Mistra?
Arcanum is something special. There are a lot of eyes for it to succeed, to fail, to take for their own. And now you are under the thumb of those who would.
I know. I'm not happy about it. But there were two evils, and I think I chose the lesser. You are alive, and Mr. would not be nearly as upset if she got even a margin of what she wanted. I did not make this decision lightly, even if I had to make it quickly.
Something is wrong.
With you died, it's normal to feel.
No, it's.
Well, we already knew about your trauma, but unless you're talking about how you came back.
At this, Allegan will kind of move forward and kind of telegraphing his movements. Is it something that I could see? And kind of like holds up a hand.
Maybe.
On a check? Or detect magic?
I'm going to say well, you can either make your you can either make a medicine check in regards to like physicality. It would be an Arcana check for or detect magic for
Okay,
if there's
I'll
anything
do
that
a
you
detect magic.
okay.
So, as that ritualistically.
Um, interesting fact when you cast detect magic for all of you, Allegan's arm glows a faint color at this point in time.
Oh, is it like every time I fucking use this, they're gonna like get a fucking parental ping?
You don't know. For you, like the arm itself, it's not the whole arm. It's the tattoos on it that glow a sight. That where before it was all black or like had the iridescence to it. There's a moment of where it just blossoms out in coloration, and then it returns to that kind of fading black. And you get the sense that the detect magic has expanded in radius by an additional 20 feet.
Oh shit.
Um, which for you at this point in time, even as it kind of blossoms out into the area around you, there's the magic you get sensing from over on Raya and the various different magical elements of your compatriots, and even passing through several walls, you can see, and get the sense of the different abjuration magic upon the runes itself. Um, and you would also see at that point in time looks to be a very small blue sphere hanging directly above your head, about maybe 5 feet up. And there, from that, there is a very distinct sense of divine magic coming from that.
Uh, at a
But,
terrace.
but on the terrace, there's a couple of interesting things. There, like, on a terrace, you see a conflicting clash of colorations, blue and purple. Beforehand, there was always that they would almost had a little more blending of coloration beneath her own magical signature. Now it seems that they are almost out of balance and flickering against one another. And it's only when you look at her shadow that you still see that around the neck of her shadow itself, there looks to be still like this root still hanging around it,
Hmm.
as if something is still trying to pull her back, but is being prevented from doing so. You don't know if this is a lingering effect of the raised dead or of her particular choices within magical bindings and pacts. But I will
Uh,
say that currently, where beforehand the purple was stronger, like, or at least have been stronger for a period of time. The blue looks as if it has been recently refreshed and is a much more vibrant blue on it.
look to that root. That is, it seems like something that's trying and being prevented, but still holding on.
Castellano
Uh,
took my place in the tree. Promise.
I attempt something with your permission.
It is move it.
Also, for you, Allegan, when she says tree and her head is promised to it, I need you to go make a religion check for me.
Yeah, I was about to ask that next. Oh. 19 plus 5 is 24.
24. When she says her head is promised to the tree, there's only one thing in the different academical studies that you know of which refers to this, and it is something known as the Tree of Whispers. And it is
That sounds
something
bad.
that which is you've seen it in different bits and pieces through different lores, and you know that primarily this tree is massive, and its roots can be found all through a mangrove twilight near darkness swamp layer of the abyssal realms.
But it's not God's,
It's
so
not
it's
God's.
free game. It's free real estate, one might say.
It is free real estate, one might say. But it is close to a divine entity that without actually being a deity. It is something profoundly old and
Mm.
is known for being known to have the greatest repository of knowledge in the multiverse. Like, as if there is something that if there are secrets or things that you wish you would know that even Vecna would search out for, the Tree of Whispers would know.
Sounds like some divine tomfoolery.
But in payment for making a request to the tree or a pact with the tree or in some way, shape, or form, you have to promise your head to it when you die.
Mm, okay.
So that your knowledge becomes part of the Tree of Whispers.
I see where this is all coming together. And I don't like it. Okay. I'm gonna fucking leave that alone for now. Really want to fuck with it. Can I? No, we've done enough today. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay.
Just thinking, I was like, it's just a branch, and I know how to prune things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
There.
I'm just thinking about it.
You're
Uh,
good. You're good. There is one question I have though. It's not related to this.
mm,
What's that?
Is
Connie,
Hmm?
what exactly did that woman see when you scared her off?
Connie pauses and just kind of like looks at you, confused. I don't know. I can put on a good performance every now and then.
Yeah, there's the performance and there's change. You something specific changed with you, and I'm not entirely and it's either you're not aware of it, which is very likely, or you just if you don't know, that's you don't want to. If you know you don't want to say, that's okay too. Just curious.
She kind of narrows her eyes a little bit at you. It's like, you're smart. How about I say, it's hard to put words to it.
Can you put a note to it?
I don't think so. It might be missing.
That's that's maddening. All right, that goes. And the person who I've been ignoring, who I really need to check on right now. How you doing, Tannerell?
there's like kind of lick its head and just gonna lift its head and kind of gives you a lick on the nose before like kind of like resting their head back on Connie's leg and kind of just
Bork.
going back.
It. Yeah. I don't think you're moving anytime soon.
That's fine. I'm sure my legs won't go numb. I'm kind of yeah, no, this is fine. We'll deal with it when I have to stand up.
Cool. All right.
I have been blessed by the puppy.
All right. So now that that's over with, we do have. I guess it's good to. I guess now is the time to drop it as any. The people who are trying to kill us are the same people who actually ended up taking Norik, who happened to be well, you happen to be one of the ink factories that you're dad owns.
Which means your father tried to kill you.
No, not her specifically. Tried to kill the three of us.
Mm, I might be in that pool. I don't know. I remember there was a lady that said something. She was kind of like rude, just like, "Oh, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't stick your nose into things." Something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like the have specific orders not to kill you. And she's very much going like fall to the letter, not kill you, and more the lines of she was probably getting to the point where never say anything about you still having all of your limbs. But we don't get to find out how that turns out yet.
Mm.
Oh,
Just like one day where, I don't know, it's boring.
You kind of forfeited boring when you started trying to put Dave in your arm. And you
Yeah,
can't and you can't fault me for that because it's true.
wasn't disagreeing, just.
they say sometimes the energy you put into stuff kind of pushes forward that same energy. Maybe we just try to have a spa day. We just try to relax, lay low, and see if that gives you the quiet, boring day that you need.
I doubt it, but
We do have eyes of much grander divine on us now.
how about these? We cannot stop the peeping, but we can mitigate the greater side effects.
Okay. And those side effects being
Oh, you can't see this. That reminds me. Uh, I've got a bit of a spotlight on me, and actually, no, you have a spotlight on you, just from a different person, far more
What about
aquatic
me?
in nature.
you live in the spotlight whether you
Guess,
like it or not.
Well, I'm
guess,
just making
did,
sure I'm
guess
centered.
curiosity. Did anything ping weird on Connie when I was doing my detect magic?
The detect magic there's definitely a little very light amount of illusion magic on Connie. Um,
Like, I made myself look prettier than I am, or I'm hiding a tail?
some amount of that, like a little bit of that. No, not necessarily nothing. No big magic in that
Okay.
aspect. Um, but looking for it now, as you kind of have the one above you, looking at Connie now from that same kind of like similar thing, very similar to how like there's a very like almost like marble sized like tiny blue light or dot above you that's about 5 feet above your head. Connie does have a similar one that's this almost like vibrant lime green with a little bit of black to it. And you see Raya has one above his head that is this dark, stormy gray with flashes of blue and white running through it. And a terrace has one as well. similar in coloration to yours of that blue coloration, but also mixed with that of a numerous other colors of almost this rainbow spectrum of red and green and purple.
Connie pats the couch. Is like, well, do you see anything on me?
Yes, but I don't know what to make of it.
Huh. Okay.
I will say the green that's in a terraces is the same color of green as Constance.
Is it cute? Just tell me it's cute. Like, I don't want to have like some weird icky kind of thing hovering around me.
It's aesthetically fine. It's not garish, I should say.
I can accept that. That's fine.
I don't know what you want from me in this. I want to sleep for a week, and I think it is a possibility that we may need to some time to recover. And also, Allegan kind of just like pointedly looks at both of them and is like kind of trying to like telepathically be like, fucking leave so I can talk to my wife.
I mean, you can definitely. I'll roll an insight. Let me roll an insight. How dumb is Connie? Leave it up to the dice, cause it's funny. Hold on, it's loading. There it is. Oh yeah, okay, 100% picks up on the cue. Tries to move Tanril over. All right, come on, buddy. We gotta scoot out. Hey, Freya, can
Tanner
you help
begrudgingly
me?
gets up.
Yeah, right. Can you like help me over here real quick? Freya.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Yes, I got you.
Good. If not, Connie
Above
was gonna
table.
do. Yeah.
This is cat bothering me.
Oh, okay.
So the two of you depart
Yeah,
off into the
we'll
other
shoo.
rooms.
It was gonna be a lot more
You
of a violent grab arm. Let's get out, but this is like a gentler because Freya picked up on it.
do the two of you go and get go and see if you can find some food from the kitchens in the link?
I feel like we've. I mean, did we get food? Like we're in the hotel, right?
You were in the hotel. You could have either requested food as you're going on past, or
I don't
but
know if we want
I
to
think
talk to
most.
people.
Oh, the horror.
um. Hmm. Maybe we can do like some people watching downstairs, and then we can try and like get something, or let's get into
You're
the
gonna go try
wrong
and raid the
places.
kitchens.
Yes, let's go into the wrong places at the right time, and we can stealthily get some snacks.
Okay, you're gonna have yours. It's just gonna be Connie by herself. There's only gonna be a shadow.
Huh? What?
You
Where?
forget how stealthy Riot can be.
Looks around. God damn it.
No, I'm still here. Don't worry.
You look up
Hiding
and you
behind
see
like a
Riot
plant.
walking on the ceiling.
Oh, I was just imagining like there's plants in the hallway or something, and then he's just perfectly like in the pot. What are you? All right.
Oh, is Riot like solid snaking this?
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
He's just a box.
it's just all right. So the two of you, Tanner follow and joined by Tannerel, who kind of gives big stretch from him before kind of getting up and following the two of you out the doorway. And so You
Yeah,
can go pee
off
while
to
she can get her food.
some healthy mischief to feel like we're in control of our lives after being under the thumb of gods.
Sure. Two of you go ahead and make stealth checks for me, please.
Ah, shit.
And for you, D,
I'm sorry. Say that again.
stealth check.
He's already in the kitchen.
Yeah, he's already there and he's just eating all the food.
So that's a nat 20 for a 33.
Nice.
Brian's just fucking gone.
All right. And with that, I'm gonna go. I am gonna go. We're gonna move cars.
Okay.
The two of you left alone. The terrace and Allegan, the room, the door closing behind your compatriots as they depart.
I'm gonna see if Ateris actually wants to say anything before I start.
I think she's looking back out the window. It's one of those situations where, like, you're still holding the tail, and you can tell that it's like when you hold a cat's tail, and you can tell they're wanting to, like, flick it, but they can't because you're holding it.
Mm. I'll let it go and see if that kind of like gets her attention.
I think it sort of flicks a couple times, turns and looks at him. You are wanting to say something. I'd rather you just say it.
It's more like I wish for it to listen in this instance. I imagine you're incredibly upset with my choices. And I wanted to give you a chance to, I don't know, be very angry to my face about it.
Elegant, I love you. I love
But
you more than I could possibly. And I am furious with you.
can you explain exactly why? Is it because I brought you back? Is it because of Helm? Is it a bit of both? All
I,
of the above.
you know that I have been living on borrowed. I am already so many things. I am so wildly out of my depth, and I had finally decided on who I was. I had found that peace. And not only did you now bring Helm permanently back into my life when I had just thought I had escaped, but Elegant, whatever Arcanum has done, I don't know what I am anymore. And that is not.
Sorry, real. No, go. I didn't realize that there was a physical effect for Arcanum.
I I don't know if I doubt it is something you chose. It is an effect of what Arcanum is all. But something in me is wrong. I
DM,
am
did I?
more.
Sorry.
Are you good?
Did I sense anything? Because I don't think you mentioned anything about like Arcanum doing something of that nature. Maybe I just missed it with the halo
No,
effect.
in terms of magically, things seem normal or the same-ish.
Okay. I don't like the way you worded that. Okay, I'll shut up now.
Halligan, I am already before this comprised of things that you abhor. And fey and infernal and the part of me that was elven feels so insignificant. And I am worried that now I am yet another thing. A merry combination of things. Is that someone you can choose? I know you made these decisions. The dedication of love, and when my anger and frustration fades, I will be able to appreciate it fully. And I think for the first time since this, she takes his hands and like there is a specific sort of thumb rub that she makes across the Arcanum hand in particular, where she just runs her thumb across the palm. What happens if I am more monster than man? Can you accept that?
I He takes a really long look at her. Kind of he'll take her hands, kind of flipping them over and back. He'll let his hands kind of run up her arms. There's almost like a not clinical, but definitely like he is it's not so different from when he's like searching for injuries. until he kind of has both hands on either side of her face and he turns it from side to side.
I think if he's checking her over that way, it's immediately noticeable that she still bears that wound mark, that scarring from the blade that went into her chest and throat. There is a disheveledness there that had already been enhanced from like her pact originally, but it's something deeper now, I think.
As he kind of feels at like the back of her skull, kind of thumbing at like the base of her horns. He kind of comes back to cradle her face. No, still the woman I love. Nothing has changed. You could grow 2 more arms, at least a couple of feet. Not literally. Let's keep it to at least 2 legs. I don't know. I think I can do at least 2 more sets of horns. Try to keep the teeth situation fairly normal. Eyes, I can go either way. But, nah, I can still see it. It is. You are you. And I still love that.
There is a deep exhale of a breath she didn't realize she'd been holding. And I think she cries.
And I think that's, yeah. And Scene pulls her into a hug. Guys, you don't understand how much Allegan loves his wife.
I think we understand. You said "fuck you" to the god of magic. I think we get. I think that is a very reasonable explanation right there. But it's like the Riz also helps.
You got that Tism Riz.
There is a level of I will burn down the world to save my wife that is coming.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
we all
that's like
better
the thing
have-
that we might need to watch out for because, like,
or just have other dimensions, planets, spheres to go to when this one ends. I don't know.
I don't think interplanar interspherical travel is available right now.
I
Pity.
Shut up, Marble.
It could be.
I don't know. The hells seem pretty nice, I guess, this time of the year, depending on which level you're on. You can go to the 8th
Are
level.
you really
kinda...
going to ask that to say that with a Hell Rider in your presence?
I don't know.
apparently.
Look, Karlak was my cinnamon bun. I'm just saying.
True.
Okay. Then, as the two of you kind of spend some brief moments there, just wrapped in each other's arms, quietly sobbing and finding comfort in each other's arms, we're gonna fade over real quick to Raya and Constance. Well, and Constance, you
right.
yourself are not the sneakiest person. Raya is more than makes up for the two of you, and actually probably even catches a couple of moments where you, from the point in time where you accidentally stumble maybe into a vase or otherwise, and the cancer and catches it, puts it back on the shelf, turns it slightly.
I'm just saying, this is not something I normally do. I kind of just walk in and pretend like I own the place, and it kind of works out. You know, we gotta pretend like you are supposed to be there, not sneaking.
Listen, how do you? It's like, it's not just good for you to actually be able to know how to do it as just the actor. You also knew how to do work as a stagehand too.
Yeah, that's called wear all black, and then you hide in the background. That one's easy.
Oh, the best thing, the best stagehands are the one you never know are there.
That's why you wear all black.
Wearing all black.
Or if the curtain's red, I'm just saying you just wear all red. Like it's easy.
Oh,
You blend in.
Okay, lovely.
I.
I'm just
You
saying,
know what?
I do the blending in part. You do the hiding and not seeing part. It's very good. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's very good. It's very good that I can do both, and you can only do one. What?
Well,
I
let
was
me
like,
show
what?
you. She's gonna start just immediately walking into the room like she owns the place. She is forgoing the sneak.
For going to sneak, there is very quickly. It's like, Miss Cameron, surprised to see you up and about at this hour. What can we do for you?
All right, well, that's not exactly the way I was thinking it was going to go, but you get the point. She's yelling back to the empty hallway.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to do it myself. I mean, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Can you pretend like you didn't see me? And I'm gonna kind of just grab a few snacks. I promise I won't drop anything. I'm not gonna like make a mess of anything. And then I'm just gonna leave. Is that okay?
Make a persuasion check.
Please let me get away with my
needed.
ruse.
After that emotional bomb.
Oh, at least a
That, like,
performance.
we have such a dichotomy. Upstairs, there's like a I still love you no matter what you become. And then downstairs, there's fucking
Arguing over stealth.
it's the fucking what is it, the meme where it's like the orc rogue who has nothing in stealth but everything in intimidation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you
100%.
don't see
Didn't see me.
You didn't see Candy. It's like you did not see Candy.
I rolled a
But yeah.
27 for performance.
Jesus.
I will count that for as. I was like, yes, Miss, yes, I didn't see anything at all. And you see the kind of the cook at this point in time, like, is there still chopping something, preparing, or like it's actually probably at this point in time, it's the bakers who have probably come in fresh, like from the
Yes.
early morning crowd, so they're probably getting the dough already. Very kind of like quickly looks down, and goes back. It's like, oh dear me, I seem to have misplaced this freshly baked batch of cookies off to one side.
Wait, I want to
Certainly,
add one more thing. Also, my friend thinks he's invisible. Please ignore him if he talks to you or if he looks at he's not here. He's invisible.
You're right. I am invisible, and I do this right by Connie's ear.
Invisible. So yeah,
Alright.
we'll rummage through and get all of the food we
Yeah,
want.
yeah. Raya helps and gets the treats, and they leave.
yeah, there
Alright.
is a fair amount of late night snacks and like things like that. Nothing, no, like the big meal is for the day, for the evening was done, finished, but there is a number of like fresh fruit and like little things like that, smaller cheeses, crackers, things like, and there are a number of just starting to be fresh baked goods that are
Yeah.
available. So
Something
like quite
salty,
literally,
something sweet. Mm.
yeah, very much like quite literally, they are just coming out of the oven. So.
Oh,
Piping hot.
yeah.
Yep.
So it's kind of like the chocolate chip cookies that you just pull apart and the chocolate just like
Oh,
pulls along as well. So
Yes. Heaven cookies.
that
Yes.
sounds.
indeed,
Alright.
actually,
We will be bringing these back to the room.
Of course. So it was like, so you're committed to you're committed to this now at this point, yes? Because
You,
it's
you mean to you guys?
well, yes, that too, but mostly breaking into is like just uh doing something very much against your father's interests.
She quickly kind of like looks around. Is there anybody like paying attention to either of them as they're sort of strolling through?
Oh no, here's the thing. You just pretend that that you're supposed to be here.
That's I am okay. Cool.
No, it is late enough at night that there's not many people in the hallways, or if there are, they are more drunken or like in the party mood. And you're pretty fairly certain that you see at least one couple kind of giggling and like to each other as they stumble into a room, just pressing each other's faces and beginning to kiss before the door clicks closed behind them. But
Uh
aside from that, the halls are fairly empty.
cool, great. That doesn't stop some things. I'm gonna do as we're carrying all the food, I am going to kind of like shift my hands around and grab something that allows me to use detect thoughts. Um,
Okay.
I just pushing up against Raya with my arms full of stuff, like kind of like nudging his shoulder. I'm like, just give me a second. Hold on.
Yeah. All right.
So detect thoughts. Anything?
Okay, there's one right next to you.
Well, yes. There's a buzz next to me for sure. Are there any other buzzes that don't seem to quite line up with all these people?
I'm just checking the distance here real
Yep.
quick.
Uh,
I think
it's
it's
a
like 30
copper
feet.
piece. Who carries a copper piece? Well, apparently this bitch because she needs one. 30 feet.
No.
Oh fuck,
Yeah,
no, because you have to see.
there are no individuals that seem to be particularly paying any attention or mind to the two of you.
Okay, so at least the ones that I can see are definitely like their intent is
Yeah,
what they're doing.
their intent is what they're doing. There's more big surface thoughts. There's a fair amount of horniness going on and around. There's a little bit of jubilation. There's a little bit of melancholy as you pass on through. There's some amount of irritation from the various different workers of just people say, go to bed, or please don't throw up on the room itself. I don't want to deal with cleaning that.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay, well, I guess then cautiously she kind of lowly whispers to Raya, "Look, I need you to be like kind of on the down low with me and my dad in some of these places. There's plenty of ears that listen to things. I already am known, all right? And I guess known that I'm hanging out with you guys. And I already told you that he's watching us anyway and he wants tabs. But you gotta be
Um,
careful with like talking about him kind of out here, just in case."
here's the thing though. It's like you have to do the right mix of subtle and also is like but also at the same time not be overt with it. If you do this and you act natural, especially with a bunch of people around, they don't really pay you too much mind. Especially considering that we're both walking very close together with a bunch of sweets in our hands. Also, it's like either I think that we're a bunch of gossiping hens, or is or well, you're not my type, but
Raya! I'm trying to
I
be serious here! That's
I
not what I
I,
mean. What do you think the
I know.
performance is for?
But in all seriousness, I is I do know the finer edges of discretions. I'm not probably not saying the word right, but it has been a long fucking day. Even still, you it's like even still, I we do appreciate you. I do want you to know that.
Thank you. It's it's hard. This is really hard, and I can't say it, but I want you to know there's more and to be careful.
I'll be sure to do so. Don't worry.
Okay. Y'all got danger on the to-do list, and just saying there might be more hanging out.
I wouldn't say this is more like a to-do list. It's more on along the lines of not quite it's like not quite a to-do list, more like those hey, it's like, hey, if you see one of those hidden I spy swears, just go ahead and just mark it off on your page. It's very fun. It's very not mandatory, but if you just happen to. So
If you happen to see, then you go looking for it. That's the only way you can see, is if you're looking for it. The only way to
no,
survive is to
it's
not
not.
look for it.
Here's the thing. I don't ever have to look for it. It looks for me more often than not. That makes it sound a lot worse than it actually is. I
Yeah, that does.
but but I do live a very storied life, and it's just hmm it's it's not like I try to do it. I really don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
sometimes
it's
the
like
call is
especially
there.
yeah, it's like it makes it very annoying for the people who are just with me by chance or who seek to affiliate themselves with me.
You're not annoying. I'm sure there's plenty of people who would love to have this much excitement in their life.
Yeah. Though I think excitement would be well, it is like there are a few people. Though some are going off on their own adventures. Others we kind of have to get him out of a bind, and there is the one who was not supposed to have this drastic of a turn of events, but it is what it is. You can it's still very much a journey we're taking. Still makes for an exciting tale to tell on the after the fact.
If you're
And
alive. Just
oh,
saying, you gotta be alive to tell stories. I mean, ghosts technically. Never mind. That's cleric work.
true, but has done a terrible job with me, and they're still doing a terrible job.
Hmm.
Not from lack of trying, and I'm not trying to make it a habit.
No, that's fine. That's actually kind of interesting. You might be like kind of like a good luck charm to have around. If death is
I,
always going after you, then everybody else should be kind of less of a priority.
I
Weird way to think about it.
no, Ryan actually stops a little bit at that, just like he never
What?
actually thought about it like that before.
I mean,
Him actually being a good luck
a
charm
good
in
luck
that
charm?
regard.
Yeah.
It was like that's actually really unusual, but I like that thought. I like it a lot.
Well, we should also get back to our other compatriots. Because if you want
Yeah.
to be a good luck charm, I think they're going to need it too.
Oh, like you would not believe.
You care about a lot of them. It's hard to have attachments.
It's it's like it's hard to not. I mean,
True.
most of the time, even with as shoddy a memory as I have, people people in the good they do really stick out. I probably don't remember it immediately, but but I have a certain food, I do a certain thing, and it just comes rushing back. Granted, the bad people do stick with me longer than people might think, but I don't really think about it. I don't really think about it that much. And I got so many people, you in particular, especially with the new duds, which which we're definitely gonna have to do again because I love going shopping with you. I like going shopping with Allegan too, but we kind of have different tastes. He kind of just sees something that practical and just leaves. He doesn't really like to linger and just see the other stuff with it too. Yes,
Yeah,
but
people watching's my thing.
yeah. But yes. All right, but I am gonna need you to do something for me. Can you open the door? My hands are full.
Oh yeah, sure. Hold on. Mage hand.
Kind of like wiggle pinky finger
Yeah.
forward, and the door itself is kind of like kunk, kunk, and swings open. And as the two of you return, where do we find Alexander Terrace at the point? It's been probably about a good another 15, 20 minutes or so since the hug occurred. Have the two of you been like that the whole time, or has you kind of moved?
I mean, if Tenorel is still in the room, I think a terrace is now sort of patting him.
Tannerl went with Raya and Connie. In fact, he probably snuck us a loaf of bread from one of the bakers.
Then I think a terrace is just sort of sitting quietly with Allegan, probably tracing the patterns within the darkness of Arcanum.
They're being disgustingly domestic right now.
I'm a gay.
If if Ryan and
Honestly,
Constance come through the
goals.
door, it's gonna be loud, and it's gonna be
It's
like, I hope no one's in here cuddling. There's no one
we
kissing or smooching their loved ones.
we brought
I think
cookies
if
in
you
case
guys are being
otherwise.
loud, it is like immediate response of a terrace of defense mode. She is up, laid out, like immediate like fight or flight mode.
I'm
Fair.
just making sure to keep hold of her hands to just be like, nope, you're fine.
We both just walk through the door to this like stance of "I'll kill you," and we're like, I mean, we brought
Ah,
cookies. They're not that dangerous.
I mean, it seems that you came back to us as a flightless bird.
I'd high five, but my hands are full.
All right. But yeah, we set it down. We go ahead and give the sweets and confectionaries. All right. So I is a I hope y'all are doing all right.
Good enough. Though exhausted at this point.
I would be very shocked if you weren't. So I go ahead and get some just on your stomach, and we can go ahead and go to sleep, and we can talk about our next plan of action after we're leaving Durlus and going off to Felstrun.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Oh, a terrace. I I think it might is like would you want to go ahead and get the horses and the carriage, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I needed.
All right. But for now, eat. This is not a request.
She will
I feel like
begrudgingly
we've switched roles. Kind of mama bird over here, and then the flightless bird over there.
This is a transmissible role.
Terrace, I do hope that you don't take any of our exuberance as being dismissive of everything that's gone on, but more of just trying to bring a bit of extra joy to the moment.
Constance,
It is
quite
appreciated.
quite frankly, I would rather you helps things feel at least.
Well, it's nowhere near normal. We can do the whole, she does prestidigitation, glitter on everything, but that might be a bit much.
I feel like normal is a bit overrated, and also I have to say I'd like to be out of Durlusk.
I like to finish up my business before I come back.
So let's get the horses ready, and we can move on from there.
Yeah, and we're going to Felsh. I think this is the first time you just see Raya. It is like this entire exchange that he got back. Just his face just looks. It looks like he was just asked to is like to come in on his day off with a person that he very much does not like, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm going back to Felstrom."
They're going to be ready for us.
It's not. It's not the sense that I'm annoyed about meeting. Because if I remember correctly, my aunt and uncle haven't left there.
That is possibly incredibly awkward, seeing as though you have died. Wait, they know you're alive, right?
Still very unsure about that. Cause I wrote at least one letter, I think. I
Trusting
don't
your
know.
memory.
Trusting my memory against people who I actively don't really like at all. Yeah, I may have
That's rough, buddy.
wrote it. I remember writing it.
And then I think just the Elegant's gonna start packing all of the shit that they got here, because holy fuck, did we pick up a lot.
Well, you
Sorry.
packing stuff tonight, or are you waiting until tomorrow to pack? 'Cause
Yeah, are
apparently it
we
is daily.
resting?
Rest.
Nah, he's got that manic energy. He just won a court case against God.
Although it might not help against gods, can I recommend that maybe we hang out in one spot tonight, maybe a little bit closer than normal, so that way we can put up some layers of protection?
You want to do a sleepover?
Yeah! You can bring your pillows and all of your toys and everything, it'd be great. But the point is that we're in the same room, so we can keep eyes on each other, and give each other permission to be able to walk in and out of the tiny hut I'm gonna make. I call it my palace, but it's different, so it's fine.
I'm familiar with the concept.
Yeah, hers is nicer than yours, though.
You can go fuck yourself. I will not
I
be taking
can't.
criticism about my magic's capabilities in creating comfort when it has been me doing a lot of the cooking and the camping locale, you can shut the fuck up about that.
Okay, we've hit a
You
sore
know, I
spot.
do.
But I
Yeah.
didn't mean to do
First
anything.
off,
I just want to make some
it's fine.
comfort.
No,
You're
it's
fine,
fine.
Connie. Raya has been leeching off of the comforts of magic and now has room to complain now that he is a secondary example. I see how it is. As soon as the new model comes out, we pitch old Daligan out.
I
I
beg
don't know
your
what an
fine pardon.
iPhone 7 is, but I feel like one right now.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's a deep cut.
Oh, that's a deep cut.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, first things first. I help with the cooking, and sometimes I do it myself. Second, it's not that I don't appreciate. It's like I don't appreciate your magic. It's that yours is strictly, not quite
No, keep
clinical,
digging yourself
academic.
this hole. I'm sure at some point you'll reach the top again as he's like
No,
packing his bag.
I think it's as these
no,
two are bickering, a terrace is going to walk over to Connie, put a hand on her shoulder. I would appreciate us all staying in the same room. I will be back shortly. I'm going to go for that. And she's going to dip while they are bickering.
Connie will set up the room and make sure that everyone has permission to enter it.
Well, you take the tiny hut. I'll do alarm.
Awesome.
All right.
That way we just have like a double.
While the three of you are setting up for the room for the evening, Terrace, you find heading out the room, Tannerel clicking along behind you, feet along the carpet at the point out with a short jog, just kind of looks up at you and a wagging tail and kind of almost leans against you as you walk.
She'll place her hand on his head, and I think it's probably 1 or 2 blocks within the walk before she flips into an
Are
alley.
you walking just within the building itself, or because the building itself encompasses a full city block? Are you going fully outside of the towers at Twilight?
I think she's heading hmm, I think she's heading just outside of it.
Okay.
Uh, and as soon as she has the chance to slip into an alley where it's going to be a little bit quieter, she's going to do so and pull out Sadisa's coin and see if he'll come.
How do you request his presence?
She's going to be like rubbing it as she's done in the past when she's reached out to him. I could really use a conversation right now. I know it's late.
The night is dark at this point. The moon obfuscated by the heavy fog that rolls in off the lake of steam. But as you flick the coin, there's almost that same familiar scent of night flowers and mangrove swamp and a little bit of sulfur as the coin twirls in midair and twirls and before it seems to expand and a portal opens and stepping through that, looking as if he was in the middle of a project, jacket, no jacket on, sleeves rolled up to his biceps at the point in time, and loose collar, uh, not necessarily like a sweat on his brow, but definitely as if like he had been in the midst of like researching or going through a number of different
A
projects and
look
steps
a
to.
Terrace is familiar with from Allegan.
Yes. Ateris, good evening. I, he pauses and looks at you. You have passed beyond the veil. This complicates matters.
Indeed.
Mainly because you should not be here.
No. I should be one with the tree right now.
And as much as I dislike admitting to it, that is indeed the case. There should be. This was not my expected outcome for our agreement.
It was
I thought you had been an individual more careful and capable than what has currently happened.
they got me while I was bleeding out.
And why would you allow yourself to be in such a position in the first place?
Got
You have
jumped.
proven yourself to be a capable warrior and one who is fairly adept at reading the situations of possibly going into a trap. What did you do? You're an experienced hunter and soldier, and you fall into a trap?
I tried to warn them and we were outnumbered. It was a hasty attempt and we were ambushed and swarmed. Not my strongest moment by far.
You see, kind of brings his hand up to the bridge of his nose at this point in time. Well,
Where does this leave us? I'll be real with you right now, Sidis. I was ready to be hanging from a branch.
kind of scratches an eyebrow.
Allegan used Arcanum to bring me back.
And I guess I can quite clearly see that there is now a few more eyes on you with a greater looking of intent than there were beforehand.
Is not one. I did not get a
If
say.
if you speak of Helm, that has been the case for a period of time, although
No, I'm
the
aware.
intensity of them has not been strong as of this, but there are other deities apparently interested in your effects now, and
Allegan made some
I
kind of
am
deal with Helm and Mistra, and God knows who else has been attracted by that.
as it stands currently, because of your death, as well as also the, well, for all intents and purposes, our pact is completed. We would have to create a new one. You still have the vestiges of power that I provided to you, although with time they will wane, and they would require you to make a second deal with the tree. As such, the
You only
problem
have
with that
one
is
head to give.
you only have one head to give,
It is still owed.
which means you, in order to complete this pact, you would have to convince someone of significantly close bloodline or relationship to you to freely give their head willingly to the tree upon their death. And I know you as an individual would not ask that of your compatriots or lovers or any of significance. We can make a. I can imbue some amount of magic within you and give you tokens that would extend the lasting powers that you contain, and Shukai is a particularly fine conduit and will continue to be so for some time. And if you wish to work within the agreement of power for that at this point, that would still continue to maintain your abilities. But the pact as we had struck it is no longer.
I think for the first time this evening, since being brought back, a terrace finally begins her pacing before stopping and looking directly at Sidis. Sidis, my question was, where do we, you and I, as individuals?
That is what I am currently considering, especially as I am an individual who weighs and balances risks of many different things. I can still act as patron and financier and supporter of you and your goals. I am still happy to continue to do that. Whether or not I find myself making the right decision of engaging in a blood pact with you is of a different consideration because of the additional attention you have acquired.
I think
I've already been.
there is a huff of frustration from her. Sidis,
I've already been. I've already been struck through once by a angelic bolt. You can understand my. You can understand my trepidation, especially if for an individual that I thought was of a keen and cunning enough battle strategist to recognize a fucking trap when they saw it and should have known it for what it was. without some consideration in terms of expectations as to goals of what I would want and you would want as well. You are a very talented, brilliant individual at the terrace. But if I draw more and more attention to myself through you, there are my own dealings that would be disrupted by.
Sidis, I am not asking for another deal or pact. I am asking for a friend.
Than a friend you have.
You are the one that pulled me from the hell. And while my fiance may not understand, for a very long time you were the only companion I when everyone else had been. And so I am here now, shamed and broken, and I don't know what I am anymore. And all you can do is speak of pacts. I just want to know where we stand, because if I am going to put you in danger, I will step away.
No, you are correct. I am sorry. I have been fully in the mind of a scholastic researcher for since you have passed along those papers to me, and they have narrowed my focus for a period of time. You're correct, and I am sorry for that. He kind of straightens himself up and brushes his shirt. What can I do to help you?
Just want to know what they're like.
If as many thoughts or possibilities are given to believing, you have been opened to magic now of magic threefold. Actually, even quarterfold. Those of infernal, fey, divine, and arcane. A being of four parts, very similar to that of those within the elemental planes, but represented by more constructed thought and intents, more those of the creatures of mortalities and similar. Which means, as far as I can tell, or would be able to understand, this would take some more research from me. You are something that has lived and died through multiple reincarnations to create a life that can exist in each and any of the planes and mortalities,
Is
particularly
it a
that
danger to my companions?
in and of itself, no, I do not believe so. But what it possibly represents is one of a very famous and foolhardy group of wizards known as the Netherese sought and pursued in their line of work was the creation of a perfect being, of something that was not bound to by any laws of mortal deity uh, or the planes and the like, and something that could exist in all fashions.
I am
Many
well
of them approached
versed.
it.
I am unfortunately well versed with the Netherese after what happened to Elturel. You were saying I
One,
am construct.
not a construct. You are a. What many Netherese sought was a removal of their limitations on their own mortality and of their physical form, which many of them then saw at that point in time that they only needed their brains, and there were more than a few that removed flesh and bone and blood from them to capture and preserve their brains or souls either in some form of lichdom or the like. Many of which you see now in terms of similar of the Wizards of Fae or in the occasional construct that has a brain floating around it. That's creatures. I would not say you engage with them completely egomaniacs.
No.
There is another school of thought of where it is a blending of different energies and forms to create something that's not a construct but is something that could be inhabited by any significant being of power.
But I now need to be wary of possession.
Or of those that attempt to trick you into possession. One of the greatest struggles for many of the greater forms of devils and deities and the like is that they can only maintain a mortal form for so long before the form itself starts to degrade. Simply because the form cannot fully contain their power without combusting and erupting into flame and or exploding to detritus and similar things.
Thing I should be prepared to be wary of with you.
No, it's not something that I find myself particularly attracted to. I do not carry enough of a lingering mark to be able to, or to cause a degradation to a mortal form. It is why I can go out and have a coffee, as much to your compatriots' chagrin. But there would be many that would be interested in acquiring you or acquiring a piece of you to act as a conduit or a possible creation to their own permanent mortal form. And gods that walk the land for as long as they like is something very dangerous. Many of them are combined or constrained via forms of avatars or the like or similar, as well as also those that take after your bloodline or some similar. But if they, many wizards take amusement in the creation of multiple copies of themselves and having, if they were able to have something of you and that has been touched by those four circles of magic and life, would be something that is of a particular interest to them and would be very dangerous in the process. It's not a It's not a magical thing, it is something that resides within your own body and soul. Many researchers took forms and similar to that, like of as chimeras and dragon and lion and goat and snake and creating hybrids and attempts to find a creation of a perfect being. You are not that.
No,
You are,
I do not wish to.
but you have a foot in the door, whether you wanted to or not.
The
And
way
there
to
will be
address it.
many, possibly. I can make some inquiries if you would want.
I just do not wish to put even more.
I don't think you have a choice in that, Terrace.
Fortunate. And I am sorry.
Not without, not without significantly removing those that have painted you with marks.
Well, I do not have much choice other than to do that very thing by the look. It is time for me to find new roots, other than the ones still wrapped around my throat.
You are a individual of many parts and pieces, drawn from many places and pulled at the seams, it seems. I think one way that could help your definement is by not letting yourself be defined by what others attempt to see you as. Either that or devote yourself wholly and fully to perhaps one of those four paths. Right now, you are caught at the crossroads between Fey, Infernal, Divine, and Arcane. But that comes with the risk of choosing one would cause the other three to perhaps act
Rashly.
rashly.
I have horses to purchase and some cultists in Zentarim to hunt down a rat to.
He gives a nod. My advice, as I said before, I would choose to not let yourself be defined by any of the one, and rather choose to make the four your own and find a different path than one that you have walked before.
He nods,
Sorry,
thinking
Tadaro,
about
I
it.
didn't mean to spark you.
And what of Tanarel? Gifted.
And he is yours. He reaches down and scratches him under the chin. Kennewa will follow and reflect you. He's a piece of you, after all.
Thank you, Sidis. And I am sorry for the trouble I have brought to your doorstep.
You brought some. You caused a headache in others, but so far I think the investment has been worth it. My door is open if you ever you so need it.
Do not be a stranger.
And perhaps there are other times in when, if I may still inquire of connections with you, if it proves on the right path.
Of course.
But do understand that I will not be able to as outwardly be of aid to you as I would have been in the past, both because of our pact no longer being something of significance and powers that be now taking a more than a passive interest in you.
Of course. Puts you there. Path. But I am always here to aid.
It's more that they just cause a headache.
I would rather you not be javelined.
Well, thank you for the concern. I too would not like to be pierced by a holy spear.
Sort of smiles at that. Gives Tenril a pat.
Gives a low bow to you before he steps back through the portal, and it closes in that coin that was there, flips into the air once more, and drops to the ground.
There is a moment of hesitation before she picks up again, tucks it into her breast pocket. And she is going to go and purchase some horses and
You do technically
carriage.
still have the carriage. You do have the carriage and horses that are
Yes.
at the Towers of Twilight.
Well, she will go prepare them then.
Yeah, do you want to? If you want to, you can purchase extra horses.
How many have we got again? We've got 2.
You have 2.
Yeah. I think she'll grab 2 more, just in case.
Okay, you pick up 2 additional horses, easy enough. I think that costs they're like they're like 50 gold apiece.
Yeah. She'll get all that sorted and make her way
If you
back.
mark off like 150 gold total, that'll sort food, feed, and tack bridle, all that.
Easy. Yeah, she will make her way back, sort of be quiet as she enters into the room and the hut so as not to wake anyone.
Okay. Well, I'm
And
assuming that they're probably still they're probably still awake, awaiting your return. You haven't gone that long. Well, you've been gone about an hour now, at least with the horse picking up.
yeah. And she'll enter in.
I'm
She'll
actually gonna
probably
be
still be quiet just in case, but
I'm gonna be honest with you. Are you gonna be able to see Raya just waiting for you at the door?
let's roll a perception check.
Let's roll a stealth check. All right. Dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
Beats it.
Did you
So
wait?
unfortunately,
I rolled a nat
do we
fucking 20.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a nat
Oh my
fucking
God.
20.
Yep. Sorry, Rap. She sees you.
I think she feels him before she sees him and, like, immediately sort of brings her tail up to tap him on the cheek. You did not have to wait for me.
Yeah, I don't have to do a lot of things, but you do kind it's kind of sort of hard not to when, died in front of us. Allow us to be
Yeah.
worried.
Freya,
Yes.
this how you feel.
In what regard?
Out of place.
Ah, all right. So, out of place isn't the right word. It's I feel like someone who's much more than the sum of their parts, but I haven't figured out what the whole was just yet. Go is I go at it long enough. One of these days, I will be able to look in the mirror and just say that it's like, yeah, this is what you become, and be proud of it. I'm still not quite there yet. I do admit I look good as all get up. I hope that's an answer that you're looking for.
There's a moment where she sort of thinks for a moment. For what it's worth, I like the you are.
Thank you. I
Let's
like the you
avoid
that you are. Yeah.
let's avoid future obvious ambushes, yes.
That's my not my proudest moments. Um, if anyone ever asks, I tell the story. Make it seem like it was much more, you know, chance than just me not seeing all the signs.
Hmm. Sidis would say otherwise. In fact, he did.
Oh, how is he?
Deep in research and disappointed in, but he's okay. Very good. Fine. He is there to aid us if we need it, just not as involved.
Oh, he doesn't have. Well, for y'all.
We should rest. Yeah?
Yep. Let's go ahead and get do it. Also, you should probably just, I don't know, do something to restrain Doc. He's not gonna lie, I haven't seen him rest ever since we got back, still packing, and I think if he keeps packing more stuff, the hotel is gonna ask where all theirs is.
She will nod, walk over, not say anything, just kind of grab Allegan and lead him to where all of the mattresses and pillows and everything have been set up for the little slumber party and just kind of lay him down before laying there next to him. Good rest. Have travel in the morning. I'm
If you're
guessing
speaking mid,
that's a
you're
good
muted.
point to me.
Yes, so we will give a quick break here. We'll be back in just about 5 minutes and then we will go ahead and return. So
Does it
we'll
mean
all
that
take a
the
quick break.
feels are
Woo!
over?
Yeah.
I'm ready to cry.
All right,
All
we'll be
right, we'll
back in
be
just a couple
right
minutes,
back,
everybody.
guys.
See you soon.
Hello. We just had a
Hello,
very
everybody.
interesting
Yo,
conversation about eggs.
Hello.
egg.
And I did not contribute.
Egg.
Neither did I.
Okay, we can nerd out.
All right. Well, now that we're back at this point in time, uh, for the hell of it, somebody go ahead and roll me a d20.
Okay,
I
you
got
know
it.
what?
Oh, you got it?
Let the doc do it. Nope, nope, nope.
I have my dice right
Again.
here.
Again.
14.
14. The evening passes by uneventfully. You all sleep in the next morning at this point in time, take perhaps a little bit slower start as you'll come to wakefulness after the early morning hours. But you're all able to complete a long rest without issue.
Yay!
Good.
Thick.
If 8 hours pass, the bubble pops like Galinda.
In fact, I would actually expect this to that's what causes everybody to wake up is the bubble popping all of a sudden.
Yeah, and soon
Um,
the AI bubble will pop too.
Thank
God
you.
damn it.
Fucking better.
um, as you all then at this point in time begin prepping for the morning, is there any morning rituals or things that are taken care of this morning before you all depart?
Everyone is like, you know what? Everyone's getting their hair did. A terrorist does not have any choice in the matter.
Fuck you, a terrorist. You're having your hair did.
It is like Ryan won't do anything too fancy, but it's just look a little. It is like just have it look a little bit less scruffy.
Look, it's been a bit. I want you
Been
to
a while.
know it's been a while since she's had her hair brushed like that, but also her hair is unruly. It is not behaving. But at least it'll be brushed. You could probably
Oh
braid
yeah,
it up or
no,
put it up in a ponytail or something.
it's really cute that a terrorist thinks that is like a terrorist thinks that it's something that Ryan can't handle. But no, we're able to make something out of it, and a terrorist is not the one that takes the longest time, obviously.
Connie is not awake. She's probably just watching you do a terrace's hair, but she's like half asleep and is somehow managed to get tea into her lap and not leave the comfort of the pillows.
Damn. Also, why do I feel like I'm being thrown in shade right now with this?
For
Ateris
what?
is not the one of us that takes the longest to get ready.
No, for the hair. He's not. It's not the longest that he's making. Longest one that he's using to get hair. For Allegan is probably going to be the one that works with him the most. Just a little sideways swoop, just make you look little sports statesman. State
He's
is
got
like
he's got
statesly.
the
I don't
couple
know.
of wafts of hair that are not agreeing with you, and they just keep bouncing back to the other side.
No. He's leaving like a few strands of hair is like in the front, just the bangs. Stylistically, like letting them drop a little bit.
Pulling out all the
Mm.
leaves,
You
all
get
the
you get
twigs
some
that no idea how
K-pop
long
kind
they've
of
been in
vibe.
there.
Yeah, okay. It's like no, I just accept that this happens every now and then. Every time he shares the bed with a terrorist.
So many leaves.
Yes.
From
All right.
where?
As
They
this is
just kind of
going,
manifest, I guess.
as
That's
this is going
creepier.
on, there is this faint knock, 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 knock at the door.
What is it?
Missive for the patrons.
But
In
all
particular,
right.
it says for Dr. Elegant Hugh.
You can slide
Hmm.
it under the door.
Very well. There's a envelope slides on the door, blue in coloration, with a black wax seal.
Kiss and
Uh,
damnation.
you want me to? You want
I
me
just,
to check it real
I'm,
quick?
I can mage
I've
hand
got
it
it.
over if it's safe. Oh, yeah, you too.
I mean, I can check before since it's really easy.
If you wish. I doubt that they would be so particular about, I don't know, poisoning or trapping.
Let's try it.
Just don't lick it.
You go up, gather it up, and look it over. It's a very fine blue envelope. Has a hefty weight to it. The parchment itself is like kind of that's like made of high quality paper. Uh, sturdier silk on the edges, and you can see the edges of it are embossed with faint black lines into a fine filigree, and the black wax seal upon itself is embossed with that what appears to be a vague form of a tree. On the front,
Uh,
it says to the esteemed Dr. Algan. It says to Dr. Algan Hugh. It
uh,
does feel like there's something on the in the bottom of the envelope.
Doc, do you know who this is?
Not the clue.
All right. Raya is I'm just gonna go ahead and open it right here. He's gonna step away from everyone a little bit and just open it.
Okay, you open it. Inside appears to be a letter and what looks to be a quill with an ink vial attached to it by a string.
Anything of note?
I mean, there's the quill itself, and do you read the letter?
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, right. Raya is going to read the letter out loud.
Or we could just hand it over.
You know what?
As I see
You're
him
right.
unfolding it to her, read it out loud as he like clears his throat.
You know what? You're right. Here.
What does it say?
I will read it out loud and then I will print it. To the esteemed members of the Mar, it is with mirth that I put these words to the page, something of which I have lacked of late, and I must thank you all. It has been a near delight to see insects scrabbling around the surface, barely scratching deeper but beginning to see what lurks beyond their short sightedness, especially when it seems to pose such a thorn in the side of so many powers that are and would be. One would think it not possible for beings to be brought so low by the stumbling about of one so small, yet here we are, and I must thank you for it. To see the faces of those that think themselves are better, struck clean of their self important visages of superiority. A true delight indeed. And yet you all remain one such thorn in my own side, one I have scratched at and sought to remove, yet stubbornly remains in place. I would like that to change, and for us to clear the air as individuals of respected intelligence. I would like for us to extricate ourselves from each other so that we become one less trouble each has to deal with, and perhaps act, if not as friends or partners, then at least as individuals without conflicting goals. I would like to meet at a time of your choosing at the Emerald Respite in Arthen. Reply using the ink attached, and the words shall become known to me. I expect a prompt response, for I do not suffer fools or those that test my patience. It is signed simply with an image of a burning tree.
What
I have no
the
idea who the
hell?
fuck this is.
Do any of us recognize
Do we
that
know?
symbol?
Do we any of us, please?
I
Any of
just
you
kind of
can go
passed the
ahead.
note around.
Any of you can go ahead and make a history check if you so wish.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Definitely.
No, it's not my
I
fault you decide to make intelligence your dump stat.
hate I got
18.
it.
7.
Mean.
Hey, a 19 and a 4.
I rolled a natural 1 plus 10,
None
so
of
it's
you.
11.
Yeah, none of you recognize that symbol.
Not even with the
All right,
18?
that's
Holy
fine.
shit.
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. Ryan opens his book.
Okay.
He's gonna go ahead and write to his pen pal. Does the emblem of a burning tree mean anything to you?
There's a moment of time that passes before there is, and it's someone dangerous. It's not a symbol that's widely used because usually it comes with, well, let's just say those of Fey heritage have a distaste for it.
Hmm. Ryan relays that information, and it's like we are being asked to meet. So, it was like so. Should we expect our untimely death or just prepare for it?
It's now a good point to point out that I was advised aware that I may be possessable.
What does that mean?
That would have been nice to know.
Found out
Like,
That symbol
I
is of a that symbol is of a rogue druid some years ago. One who one who survived through the Sundering, and particularly found themselves a companion and user of the blue flame of change.
Again, I have no idea what that means.
if that like if that does get conveyed to the rest of us, Terrace has immediately got the biggest stag face. That really does not ring a bell to you.
Will
Nothing
admit I have not had my coffee and I don't remember. Share with the class.
wasn't our necromantic tonic friend also a
Uh,
flame of change? Not to mention, it is one that I personally versed in its outcomes.
You just see, like, the longer a terrace goes, the louder that, like, whining groan gets as Allegan just slumps further into the pile of blankets and whatever else we've dragged into the room for our sleepover until he is just, like, half buried in a comforter. No. Why now? In the woodwork like worms.
Because you did the equivalent of lighting a beacon to every being of power.
I didn't do shit.
Elegant,
Mistra decided that she wanted to fuck me.
Elegant, you have pushed Arcanum to a point of no return.
And that's my choice, and that
Even
it doesn't mean.
even without Mistra, that level of power is a magnet for. It is the equivalent of chumming a shark pit.
Well, all of these bitches don't need to be so thirsty.
Have you
I
ever thought, I don't know, have you ever thought that the reason why so much weird stuff happens is that that they're just matching your energy?
Like
I don't have an energy.
at the end of the day, it was bound to happen eventually. We are what we are
If any,
after all.
if anything, this just proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that all of these motherfuckers could be doing this themselves, but like a garbage student who does not know that they have the full capacity to do the arcane work on their own, they are cheating off of somebody else's
There's
paper and
a
doing it
knock, knock,
badly.
knock, knock, knock at the door.
What?
Terrace answers this
Uh,
time.
there's a wait staff there that is holding a small plate that has about 10 or 12 different letters on it.
I
I will
uh,
kill someone, and I'm going to like swipe all of the letters off of the plate.
Our fan club has grown.
I tip them.
Yeah.
I'm just
So
rifling
sorry.
through these. I'm not checking them. I'm just taking my litter opener, ripping them open. If I see a name I recognize, it goes in one pile. If I see a name I don't recognize, it goes in another.
Half
The
of them
terrace is
oh,
are from half of them are from significant churches of different deities.
what?
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Can we get a list of those?
Yeah, one second. There's one from Agma. There is one from Tyr.
Okay, I expect both of those. Knowledge.
That wine is turning into like a tea kettle sound.
I'm just pulling up the list here real quick.
Allegan is hitting notes that only Terrace is used to hearing.
Wow. All right.
We have the knowledge
list.
keeper. We have justice. Else.
Where are you? There's one of Lathander.
Oh.
Sun Lord.
There,
I'll cut the bitch.
Oh.
there's Miliki.
I don't know that
Oh.
one.
Wait.
Elven deity.
There is one from. Actually, it's combined Miliki and Sylvanas for that
Oh.
Well, we have the Lady and Lord of the Forest.
one. There's one from Thorn. There's one from Tempest. And the last one is from Joaquin.
What was the last
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
one? Who's that?
God of Coin?
They are.
Wait.
I think.
Yeah,
You have.
they're listed related to commerce and accumulation of wealth through free
Yeah.
and fair trade, as well as also the beneficial use of wealth to improve civilization.
We have.
Okay.
We have the trade merchant. We have the Lord of Battles. We have Lord and Lady of the Forest, knowledge, justice, and fucking Tempest, freaking form god of gods. Like I said, love, you have lit a
The
beacon.
table is spread out with these fucking letters, and Allegan is just sprawled
There is
on it,
also a letter
giving
from the
big
Host Tower of
watery
the Arcane.
eyes of like, I didn't want this help.
Wait, what was that last?
There's also a letter from the Host Tower of the Arcane,
The who to what now?
or the
Host
Host
Tower
Tower of
of
the
the
Arcane.
Yeah, the Host Tower of the Arcane. Great.
Oh, great.
You've
Now I
you've
know
also
that.
alerted the
Okay.
Archwizards.
Okay.
And there is
Hooray!
also a letter from Candlekeep.
Oh, I know those
Yay.
people.
Oh, okay,
Hey,
I
that's
just
my.
need to know.
Those are my alumni. I'm cool with them as long as they're not being little shitheads about it.
No, I just need to know. Did they just tell everyone?
If anybody else has seen Witch Hat Atelier, this is like when Coco was in that fucking carriage for an interminable amount of time, and then suddenly everybody fucking knew that she had done forbidden magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you're the outsider, and it's like, I've been
Raya.
here for 20 minutes.
Raya, as soon
Yeah.
as Elegant created undeath, true undeath, not just an bringing me back as some zombie, true revival without the need of a god. Everyone and anyone of power, not just those on these papers, became
Well, to
aware of who he
clarify,
is.
there's a bit of a thing that I am just now realizing I forgot to
last one.
mention.
The last one is
What?
the last letter is of a fine green paper, and when you pick it up, it almost feels like that of a leaf. And it's a letter from the Royal Court of Evermeet.
Get fucked. Okay.
What is it that you have not told us?
Well,
Elegant.
and you kind of like as I'm imagining that focus kind of dials in on Allegan. You notice even with a full night's amount of sleep, he still looks sallow. Like he is not looking good still.
And what have you done?
Consequences,
Of
actions.
my God, I'm gonna. If you don't start speaking sense, I'm gonna shave you bald.
I'm going to be honest, I don't entirely know if it is recoverable, but let's just say I might use my life force to buffer yours.
What was that?
Elegant,
I might have used my own life force to buffer to yours. Like jump starting.
Elegant,
Cars aren't the thing yet.
if you were not already looking like death is calling for your very soul right now, I would
You would
potentially
be.
murder you right now.
I don't feel completely awful. I just feel a little under the weather pretty significantly.
You have given yourself like illness. Bring me back from something I was accepting.
Well, I didn't know that you guys accepted it.
Uh, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I don't think death was gonna be. It was after me as hard as it's gonna be after you now.
Uh,
Well,
look,
what's done is done. We need to make a plan of action.
Are there? Wait, come on. There's gotta be something. Are there at least any like good messages out of these?
Terrace is
Is there
reading
any?
through some of them.
Is there any?
Mm-hmm. What's our tonality with these?
Many of them are requesting to meet, and have to. Most of them are requesting to meet and to discuss a possible investments in futures is to expand upon the wealth of knowledge in that Dr. Allegan Hugh might be interested in bringing to the different areas. One from the host tower is very much so in terms of we would love to offer you a position on the council as a prospective member of the host tower in exchange for an expansion upon your research into the recent developments and uh, experimentations that you have so far apparently seen as now proven successful within your journeys and travels. Um, the one from many of them are basically the feeling and vibe that I would say go ahead actually make an insight check for me, Terrace.
Yeah. She's got experience reading political bullshit like this. This was her job
Yeah.
back in the day. Insight would be any 9.
Many of these are sweetly worded, if not all these are sweetly worded letters to inquire with the promise of power or influence or wealth in some way, shape, or form for Allegan to come and join the respective group or individuals for uh, in exchange for sharing of his success of this newfound magical essence that
We clamber
has
like dire rats at the body of a fresh kill.
How do we politely say, if you couldn't handle me at my baby arcanum, you can't have me at my fully realized whatever
Dave.
this is?
Give me an hour, I can write some responses equivalent to that I used to give Elturel. We are going to have to work out what to do regarding this one. She points to the first letter we got.
I think we. I don't think
I don't think we
we
should
might be
reply
able
to
to
that
ignore it.
one.
I don't think we can ignore it.
Maybe we can just sit on it for like
the only one that's
eternity.
a little bit more intimidating aside from the first one is the one from where are you? Is
Is
it
it the one
Torm,
from
dear?
Torm, God of Gods?
Not God of God. It's
Mm.
the I think it's from Torm.
Yeah, that he is God of Gods.
No, not God of God. It's not the God of Gods. It's the
He is he is the
I
true
know it would be God of
deity. He
Gods.
is
I'm
the
thinking,
true
yeah,
God.
technically I was the true God, but Torm is the one from Torm at the point in time. Yeah, he's the war god.
Yeah.
Because it is from Torm at the point in time to ask for he basically the request is like Allegan is demanded to appear before the high priest of Torm within where is it? So that he may aid within the expulsion of evil from the realm.
That one,
The
I don't need a terrorist to write. I'm just going to put one full letter center of the document in just normal script. No, period. Sincerely, Dr. Allegan here.
You got it. No, we're
Wait,
not sending that.
what
no,
if we take
no,
a
it
page from
is
Father's book and you can send a letter back to everybody saying that you are currently busy and you would be able to respond within a month with a better uh, approach? I don't know, can't think of the right word. Basically
That's
saying
just
that
the
you're
ones for
unavailable.
Torm.
As,
The other ones we could be diplomatic with. Those I wish to be. They've caused me and Lathander have both caused me a lot of problems.
Sure, but they
fair,
all seem to want you.
to be fair,
Make them
a
wait.
direct response to Torm is probably the option. Though on plus, you could probably count your expedition from the pool complete. Congratulations, have succeeded.
Yes and no, mostly no. I mean, yes, I could absolutely go back to the
The
college.
appearances you are expected to appear in the Temple of Torm's Coming, located in the city of Tantris.
Fuck that. But yes, yes, I could absolutely rest on my laurels, ride my carriage back to home, sleep in my own bed, and everything would be great. However, first, Draco Lich. Second, whatever the fuck, the multiple cults that we found. Third, it's not actually that complete. Fourth, I'm going to need to write Sam because this shit also affects him.
Oh.
And also, fuck all of these
Which-
people. I want to finish my project.
Which, as you're saying that, there is a sending that comes to you, Allegan.
Oh
The
no.
voice of Sam that says, Allegan, I've received over 200 letters!
uh,
Oh god.
There's
I just said
another sending
back.
that comes through just a moment later. That says,
Let me
what
respond
do
to that
you
one first.
do?
I had a breakthrough. Wait, I had a breakthrough. How many words do I get? It's 25?
25.
25.
Okay. Mistra contacted me directly. Helm got involved. I'm okay. Sorry. And then can love you be a one word?
Yeah. You still have like 5 more.
No, that's it. I counted it out.
Okay.
The next sending that comes through for you is like, I'll figure out what to do with these. Stay alive, my friend.
I'll write you
Huge
later.
ask. Huge ask. I think
I am telling him that I died. I'm telling him that you brought me back and that is what happened. You know this, right? You cannot hide that from him.
He's going to be really mad at me, though.
And so
Oh.
he should be.
Oh. Allegan, I realized a very completely different problem that you're gonna have.
What?
You look different. Your mom's gonna find out immediately.
If she probably already
My
knows.
mom.
There are
And he's
probably
just-
letters
Your sister
arriving.
is going to find out.
The pallor that was already there, just any blood that remains, just is gone.
If Sam is already getting letters, your mother would be getting them too.
Oh no!
And your sister, being what she is now, was probably made aware even before that.
Oh, this is gonna be so
Congratulations,
fun.
Allegan. You are what so many heroes dream to be.
I hate it.
Infamous?
The
Well,
prettiest whore at the brothel.
Hey, come on, come
if
on.
anyone wanted to further a career in performance, then now is probably the time.
I don't think I have the spotlight here.
No, but anyone associated will come under purview.
True.
That's actually going to pay off in the long run for something. So thanks for making my big payoff easier, Doc.
I'm
It's
going to
nothing
go
malicious,
prepare the
I assure
horses.
you.
I need to make more songs.
I will reply to
Excuse
those
me?
letters for you while we are on the road.
Hey, oh, uh, oh, by the way, do you want to put your hood on or something, or maybe just a hat so people don't immediately spot you in the wild?
We're not celebrity hat sunglassing me. Hold on. Do I have a spell for this?
You do
Which,
have
by the way,
disguise
for you,
self.
Allegan, real quick, go make another history check for me, please, real quick.
Yeah, I'll use disguise self. What?
Go make a history check for me, real quick.
Okay. You said history?
Yes.
It's another 7. I rolled
7 total?
another 2. Yep.
Oh, alright. Continue.
He's too emotionally distraught to consider historical events.
Apparently so. For the rest of you, then, as you quickly go about the rest of the morning, gathering stuff up and begin to prepare to head on out at this point. Are there any last minute things before you all head out and depart from Derlask?
I think. I think the only thing Ryo would do is just leave another bouquet of flowers at the is like on the balcony of his old place, and then just leave. That's it.
Ateris is
Alright.
sending another letter to Fulgrim.
Okay.
Send that session.
Alright, fair enough.
Constance would most likely have to send an update to her father and is going to try and give as little detail as possible as to what's going on until she's out of the city, where she may feel safer.
Okay.
Delayed message.
Hmm. Like right as we're leaving, it's going to go into a mail or into someone's hands to curry over as we walk out of the gate.
Gotcha. Alright. Anything for you, Elliot?
He's just casting disguise self and leaving himself a fairly average uh disguise.
You're making yourself look
Yeah.
like a 6.
I mean, I can't make myself look like a 10 again. That's just weird.
Alright. As you all depart out the gates, Constance passing out the letter to have it couried over to her father. You all ride through the. There are no city gates per se, but out through the various different towers and out into the Vale once more. And that is where we will leave it for this session, and we'll pick up next time as you will head through the Vale in the direction of Felshroon, as well as also to where Constance knows one of her father's ink factories is. And we will pick it up there next time and seeing, do we head to Felshroon first, or do we deal with possible recovery of Norwich and all that happens in between. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this session. We hope to see you with us here next time. We hope you enjoyed the bits of drama and things that happened for this one. I hope you all have a very good day, and until next time, have a great evening. Oh, and for my players, go level up.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Also, we
Cool.
are aware that they're going to use Tarek as bait to try finish the job, right?
Oh no, that absolutely. It's just gonna work a little. I'm just gonna make sure that it works a little bit too well for them.
This has been a good
Listen,
session.
listen. It's technically saving Norik if the place is off the map. If the fact that a lot of us have to die in the process,
Oh dear.
Energy that you push out, it's the energy you get back.
True.
Just saying.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll catch you all next time. Until then,
Be well.
love each other. Be well. And is it Monday yet?
Yeah.
shut up.
For those of you who are daily followers of my streams, I will be live on Twitch tomorrow with a 12-hour stream. At some point, we may switch over to Picardo, but regardless, it'll be a 12-hour day tomorrow. We are on our new schedule. So I will see you guys then. But for now, we are going to raid over to Roll Propelled Gamers. Go give them some love. They are playing this Bell Hearts game. We will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bah.